This video is presented by Western and Southern Financial Group, a game plan for your financial future. Every great team starts with a strong foundation, and your future should too. With life insurance built like a championship roster, Western and Southern helps protect what matters most so you can focus on winning today while planning for tomorrow. Whether you're just starting out your journey, building your dynasty, or ready to retire like a champion, Western and Southern has the right play for your life stage. Visit westernsouthern.com to get your free life insurance quote today. Western and Southern, built to win. Speaking of the Seattle Seahawks, Colts in Seattle, out in Seattle this week. Phillip Rivers is not starting in this game, right? Right. Phillip Rivers is not starting in this game.
He ran the same offense with the high school team. He's coaching his son, being the quarterback. So, I mean, maybe he might. I mean, do we know the health status of Riley Leonard right now? That's really what it comes down to, because if Riley Leonard isn't 100%, then you're going to get...
You know what? If Phillip Rivers is out there, just no knowledge of the playbook, just out here just balling, I might take the Colts. But let's actually preview this game first. You want to talk about Indianapolis or Seattle?
Let's see, looking through it. Riley Leonard will practice in some capacity today, not guaranteed to start. So we just may not know until at least Friday whether we're getting...
Who is another quarterback for them?
It would be Brett Rippon.
Okay, it would be Brett Rippon. All right.
Yeah, so, there's at least a chance that it could be Phillip Rivers. Look, Trevor, I don't care if it's Riley Leonard or Phil Rivers or Phil Jackson or Phil Collins or Dr. Phil, because all those guys are about the same age anyway. They have to run the football to win. It is that simple. As long as somebody is there who can hand the ball off, then it's on this offensive line and it's on Jonathan Taylor to try to win this team games. But Seattle's run defense is really, really good. They have 9 different players, all of them with legitimate starting amount of snaps, with at least a 70 run defense grade. As a team, 5th in run defense grade, 2nd in yards per carry allowed, 4th in yards before contact per carry allowed, making plays on that first level, and the 3rd lowest explosive run rate allowed. And similar to what I talked about with Jacksonville, they just don't let you get outside. I mentioned the Jaguars leading the league in yards per carry allowed on off-tackle runs. Seattle is the team that's second behind them. It is a nasty run defense with playmakers at all 3 levels. It starts with Leonard Williams in the middle. On the defensive line, DeMarcus Lawrence and Derek Hall off the edge. Drake Thomas and Ernest Jones at linebacker have been outstanding, especially since Thomas took over the starting role. And then you even look at the DBs like Nicky Manwari and Devin Witherspoon getting involved. This is a full unit effort on this Seattle run defense. They are just outstanding. They have been all season. And the Colts, all 5 of their losses, they've had less than 90 rushing yards. I don't care who the quarterback is. If they don't run the football well, they're not going to go to Seattle and get a win here.
I do agree with you. I do. But on the other side of things for Seattle, I'm looking to see if they can control this game a little bit more, right? Whether it's Riley Leonard, Brett Rippon, Phillip Rivers. I don't expect a big output from the offensive side of things for the Colts. I just don't. Like you said, I don't think it's a good rushing matchup. I don't think they have a good quarterback that could take advantage of anything or supplement the run game, I should say. And for that reason, I think that Seattle should have an opportunity to control the ball and control this game. The problem is, Dalton, is that when I talk about the Seattle Seahawks as a team that could potentially win a Super Bowl, they've got to run the ball better. Now, they have a really high rushing grade in our grading system, but what's doing a lot of the heavy lifting there are the missed tackles forced per attempt. They have a ton of missed tackles forced this season, and anytime that you can force a missed tackle, you are obviously creating yards above expectation. So that is going to improve your PFF rushing grade, and it'll improve a lot of things when you can do that. But when it comes to EPA per rush, which I think is a metric where, okay, now you're taking things situationally into how well you are able to run the football, they're just 25th in the NFL in EPA per rush. When it comes to yards before contact per attempt, they are 23rd in the NFL in that mark. So where I think their playmakers, when they get the ball in their hands, Zach Charbonnet, Kenneth Walker, whoever it is, they're doing a nice job that's putting it lightly. They're doing a great job with what they're given in terms of how well the blocking is in front of them. If there's an extra run blitz and there's a guy that they got to make miss pretty early, or even if they get to the second level, third level, and they're able to make guys miss in open space when they're able to do that, they're doing a great job at those yards above expectation. But it's that EPA per rush number that worries me a little bit with Seattle right now. We got to get that number closer to like middle of the pack in the NFL if I'm going to feel good about this team really controlling the ball the way that they need to. They have a very explosive offense. Certainly in the passing game, nobody can cover Jackson Smith and Jigba at this point in the season. Doesn't look like that's going to change. But can you complement that with the run game? Can you control the game when you need to? Can you pick up those third downs, those fourth downs on the ground? If you can do that, that metric of EPA per rush is going to get, like I said, closer to the middle of where we need them to be, the middle of the league where we need them to be going into the playoffs. So this is a matchup where I would love to see them do that because I think they'll have an opportunity to control the football more.
No, I agree with you, and this would be a good week to do it. The Colts have struggled in run defense, 25th in run defense grades since DeForest Buckner got hurt in Week 9, so it's really been a problem for them slowing down the ground game. And honestly, even before all that, as far as just winning and losing this game, the first question you have to ask yourself anytime you're playing Seattle is, what is our answer for Jackson Smith and Jigba? And with Sauce Gardner out and now Charvarius Ward on IR, the Colts probably throw their hands up and go, yeah, I have no idea what we're going to do with this guy. I think Seattle's going to cruise to a win here. I mean, if it's Riley Leonard at 80%, if it's Phillip Rivers for the first time since 2020, this Seattle defense is too good, and they're at home. And I don't think the Colts have any answer for Smith and Jigba. I'm going Seattle 28-10.
Yeah, I'm going Seattle 24-13, so I think it's a double-digit win for them as well.